Recipe for Comfrey Ointment with olive oil. Making a comfrey ointment with olive oil is a straightforward process. Comfrey is an herb known for its skin-soothing properties, and when combined with olive oil, it creates a nourishing and healing ointment. Here's a simple recipe to make your own comfrey ointment. Ingredients: 1 cup dried comfrey leaves, you can find them at health stores or online. 1½ cups olive oil, extra virgin or cold-pressed. 2 tablespoons beeswax pellets, you can adjust the amount depending on your desired ointment consistency. Optional. A few drops of essential oils for fragrance, e.g., lavender or chamomile. Equipment: double boiler or a heatproof glass jar and a saucepan, to create a makeshift double boiler. Fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth. Clean glass jars or tins for storage. Instructions. Prepare the comfrey-infused oil. If you haven't already, dry the comfrey leaves by laying them out on a clean towel or parchment paper in a single layer. Let them air dry for a few days until they are fully dry and brittle. Once the leaves are dry, crush them into smaller pieces to increase the surface area for infusion. In a clean, dry glass jar, combine the dried comfrey leaves and olive oil. Ensure the leaves are fully submerged in the oil. Place the jar in a warm and sunny spot for about 4 to 6 weeks. This allows the oil to extract the beneficial properties from the comfrey leaves. Shake the jar gently every day or so. Strain the comfrey-infused oil. After the infusion period, strain the oil to remove the comfrey leaves. Use a fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth to do this. Squeeze the herbs gently to extract as much oil as possible. Prepare the comfrey ointment. In a double boiler or a heat-proof glass jar placed in a saucepan filled with a few inches of water, melt the beeswax pellets over low heat. Stir occasionally until completely melted. Combine the infused oil and beeswax. Add the comfrey-infused oil to the melted beeswax and stir well to combine. If you wish, this is the time to add a few drops of your preferred essential oil for fragrance. Pour the mixture into jars. Carefully pour the hot comfrey ointment mixture into clean, sterilized glass jars or tins. Leave some headspace at the top to allow for contraction and expansion during temperature changes. Allow the ointment to cool and solidify. Let the ointment cool completely at room temperature. As it cools, it will solidify and turn into a creamy consistency. Label and store. Once the comfrey ointment has cooled and solidified, label the jars with the contents and the date. Store the ointment in a cool, dark place. Note: comfrey ointment is intended for external use only. Do not use on open wounds or broken skin. If you have any concerns or medical conditions, consult a healthcare professional before using comfrey ointment.